Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode using the mighty Rimworld Alpha 13, which has just been released. Super exciting stuff. Now I'm going to take you right through the game creation from the beginning. I'm not using any mods, this is purely vanilla, and it's going to run alongside my Alpha 12D playthrough as well. Tons of new changes have been brought about to the Alpha 13, which we will discover as we play. Now let's just generate my world. There it is, HL12 is my seed. And there is our world. So we'll save that and finish. It's called DIR5. Now, there's some cool new stuff. If we go into Choose AI Storyteller, I'm going to select Challenge. Go to Next, select DIR5, and then we get to choose where we want to play. Now, I think for my first playthrough on Alpha 13, I'm going to go for a temperate forest. And this little spot here looks like a rather nice site to start with. Now, this is a cool thing. The first new thing you come across, which is your characters you choose and characters in the game now have relationships. So if I just press randomize a few times, it should come up with relations. You can see some health problems already. The background amount of points that are allocated to all these stats, I guess, are now allocating points to relations as well. So you can see this one, for example, has a wife, Harp Crowley, and it always refers to another character you have up here. So this is Harp, the person who Crowley is in love with, and they often want to share a bed and stuff like that in the game. Now, that's kind of the first new thing I wanted to show you. I'm now going to go ahead and randomly generate my characters, and I will show you them once we're in the game. Alrighty, what's up guys? I've now chosen our characters, our starting few, who will be the lead colonists on the Rim. First of all, I will introduce you to them. We've got Elfwin, who is a valued subscriber. In fact, all of you are. We've got Elfwin, Mickey and Hobo. Let's start with Elfwin though. Elfwin, I managed to randomly select you, and you have got the traits of Pessimist, Jogger, and Brawler. And you're really, really good at mining and constructing, and a melee beast, so I'm going to give you the plasteel knife. Next up, we have Mickey D. You're only 14 years old, dude. And your traits are that you're greedy, neurotic, and a prosphathobe. You're good at mining and art, so in the beginning, I think you'll be our miner. Next up, and last but not least, we have the very extremely valued homeless gamer, Hobo, who I've nicknamed him for you. I think that's what you wanted him to be called, right? So I've now got you in here, mate, and I see you as the grower. You're going to be like the farmhand, and one of the traits which made me laugh was that you're ugly. It says Hobo is staggeringly ugly, which socially repels others. Sorry about that, dude. I'm sure that's not true in real life. Alright, first of all, we want to give people weapons. So, Hobo, you look like a beast, dude. I'm going to give you the survival rifle. Mickey D can have the pistol. And what animal have we started with? Have we even got an animal? There he is. What is that? It's an onyx. Male cat of colony. Cool. Right, we'll set him to be... Oh, he can't be trained at all? What? Trainable intelligence, none. What kind of animal is that to start with? Oh well, we'll make do with it. Yeah, there's loads of cool new stuff which I have to tell you about. One of which is these components. Not metal components, I'm sure they're metal, but components. And yeah, you basically need them to construct anything, or a lot of things. So for example, if I go ahead and show you the electric stove, take a look there. It needs steel, and now it needs 2 components. So that's different to before. The fueled stove is kind of cool. That doesn't need components to build, but you need to keep it fueled with wood, as I understand it. You've also got, there's loads of other stuff which needs components. Where is it? Security, yeah. The steel improvised turrets need 3 components each. Now, I don't know how many components we start with. We got there 10, 20, 30. Alright, and I've chosen a mountainous temperate forest for our first playthrough. Oh yeah, like this is what... No, that's jade. Wow. I'm trying to find some components. I think that's what the... No, that's compacted machinery. You can mine for the components, which is mostly how you get them. I think that's it. Compacted machinery. I do think that becomes components once you mined it. Maybe I'm incorrect on that. Anywho, it's about time we started setting up base. Ooh, there's a new boom wrap. Boom rat, sorry. Alright, so where would be a good place for our base? I think probably here, because look, the enemy would literally have to come through this here. If they can even get through that. I imagine they can get over the shallow water. Right, so I'm going to go away, set up all the initial stuff, and I'll show you it in a moment. Alrighty guys, so now I have set their work, set their jobs properly. So Elfwin is our constructor, Hobo is our grower, Mickey D is our miner. Now I haven't set up any of those jobs, and we also need an area to dump stuff and store stuff. Now luckily for us, there's a little bit of debris here that I'm going to use to store stuff temporarily. That can be like a little temporary storage room. We're also going to need some power and things like that. So let's set my stockpile inside there. Our dumping stockpile could be pretty much anywhere. I guess I'll just make it over here for now. Yeah, so the enemy are going to come through there. So probably a good place to start building our base would just be in there. Now I've got a layout in mind that I will talk you through as I get to it. So I guess we don't want to be too far away from our storage area. Let's maybe start mining inside there. So about 9 by 9 should be a nice little starting area, which hopefully won't collapse on our heads. We also need growing zones, don't we, before I carry on. Let's just plant one. I'm going to make big plots of growing loads of food, because I don't want to mess that up early on. In my current playthrough, we are on Alpha 12D. We were struggling for food for ages, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to have potatoes in the first patch. In the second patch, we're going to have corn. Third patch, rice. And the fourth patch, strawberries. That looks good to me. We've got some building, so everyone's ready now to start their jobs. Yeah, we also want to haul this medicine in ASAP as well. I might get one of the guys to do that before we go any further. Mickey D, I like the way your character's got lovely long hair. Look at that. I don't know if this was in the old Alpha 12D version, but there's this cool thing now. If you zoom in when they're like mining and stuff like that, you can see this little bar that shows you how far they've mined, and also you can see the rocks kind of slowly disintegrate. It's just kind of cool, I think. Yeah, we're going to need some power, so let's get some solar generators up and running. Maybe we'll have one there, and one there. 3 should be enough to start with. We're also going to need batteries, so let's put them in a little room over here, utilizing this little bit of construction that's already there. And there's going to be loads of stuff I'm going to be talking to you throughout the playthrough about all the new stuff, but I'm going to get to it as and when we do. There's tons of new stuff. There's like new animals, there's relationships between the characters. Not sure if any of my guys have got relationships. I'm not sure. I did actually start this about 3 times, but the game crashed every single time and didn't actually save the characters. So these are the characters we ended up with. No relationships so far, but one of you might get a girlfriend. You never know. Alright, let's see if there's any other new animals around. Ooh, what's this? Big lump of plasteel. Cool, and there's some meals there. Might be an idea to haul all the meals into one place as well. I think I will get Mickey D to do that. Actually, Hobo can probably help out with that as well. There's tons of meals everywhere. It's just quicker. It'll aid their workflow. So if they just need to go, if they need some food, they can just grab it real quick. If it's just in the stockpile zone, rather than walking halfway across the map to get a meal. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, homeless gamer, you are sick, mate. You're puking everywhere. Is that crypto sickness? Oh no! Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is put a little cooler in this room once we've got power up and running. We're also going to need power cables. Let me not forget that. I don't know how often to release this series just yet, but I wanted to show you that it is on my radar, but it might be difficult twinning this with the modded Alpha 12D playthrough. So any suggestions from anyone, what you think about that, etc., would be cool. Now I'm going to make a wooden auto door for the front door. Should probably make it steel, shouldn't I? But never mind, we're not going to have a steel one just yet. We can perhaps change that eventually. Also, people are going to need a place to sleep, so let's put some sleeping spots in here for temporary. And as a temporary measure. Are there any new floors? I noticed there's some, like a new steel royal bed. I think that's new. That looks pretty cool. And there's some new stuff. Yeah, like you've got like a marriage spot and you've got a party spot. So this is when like a spot where parties will be centered, which is pretty neat. I thought. Furniture. Where was the other thing? There was something else I wanted to show you. Production. Furniture. No. Where is it? There was like a meeting spot. I'm sure there was a meeting spot somewhere. Maybe we'll find it eventually. But it's basically, I think Ash and Crow would love that, mate. You're a big fan of the meetings we have on a weekly basis in our playthrough. So I think that would go well. Now, in order to get this powered front door working, we're going to have to run a cable all the way over there. Alright, let's run it down here, like so. Now, if anyone's got anything they want to see or talk about with the new game and bring to people's attention, let me know and I'll try and talk about it in the game. Otherwise, this is just going to be a regular playthrough with me mentioning the new stuff that I see. Alright, Mickey D's mining really good there. Yeah, the way I want to kind of plan my base out is have this as like a big sort of entrance room, general purpose room. And then going across, I want to like have storage with a nutrient paste dispenser and stuff like that. And then coming off from that, the dining room and the kitchen. So there's a lot better workflow to it. I think that should be pretty decent. Now, nutrient paste dispenser is not that big. So I might make this room about that big. Then it's going to lead through to, yeah, like the dining room. The dining room I want to be quite big, maybe 9 by 9. And then I'm going to have the kitchen. I'm not quite sure how big to make the kitchen either. Maybe we'll start off with it 7 by 6. And then over this side I'm going to have the bedrooms and stuff. And obviously I'm going to have cool looking storage areas. The idea I have in mind is to make them look a bit like castle turrets, because they've kind of got that cool shape to them. Alright, we're playing in debug mode, which opens up this speed, 4 times speed, which is cool. Just when they're asleep it can get kind of boring just waiting for them, so it's kind of handy to do this. Now, how's our planting getting on? Very slowly. We've got a few strawberries planted. Quite a lot of potatoes and some corn. Good. Because although you start off with packaged survival meals, they don't actually last that long. Did they gather these ones from over here? They did. Yeah, like the new animals. I think the boom rat's changed. It used to be like a red little creature. Now it looks like a baby boomalope. What else have we got? I did have a cougar in one of the starting sessions that I started, but kind of got lost because of a crash. What's this? A grizzly bear. Cool. Oh, sweet. Can you, like, train this bad boy? Intermediate trainable intelligence. I bet if you fail to train him, he'll, like, kick your ass. That is awesome. I wouldn't want to fight him. We need some of those as, like, war bears in our colony. Yeah, there's other cool things as well. There's ship chunks, which are, like, lying around the map occasionally. Like, there's one back there. We've got one here. Wow. That bear just demolished a squirrel and ate it. Awesome. Yeah, so the ship chunks, I think you deconstruct them and so it says you deconstruct them to yield useful steel and components. Yeah, so as I think I mentioned already on this playthrough, you get these components that you need to build certain things like turrets and stuff. Speaking of turrets, might be an idea to start with one already, because we are playing already on... we're already playing on challenge difficulty, which could be quite difficult. They might decide they want to attack us early on. I don't quite know where to place these turrets, though. Maybe we'll put it, we'll just start off with one right there, I guess. Alright, how's Mickey D doing? Oh, look at that mining. Superb, sir. Superb. Hobo's still growing. Where is our other dude? Other dude. Oh, Elfwin. Oh, you're deconstructing stuff all the way over here. Lol. So what did we get from that? We got 30 steel and 8 components. Cool. I bet they still haven't fixed it. Yeah, like, here's this little progress bar. That's pretty cool. See, Elfwin, what you should do, mate, is just haul all the components, as many as you can, with you. And then it'll be less work. You won't have to come and grab them all the time, will you? That is my plan. Alright, so what did we say? This is going to be our nutrient paste dispenser, so I suppose we'll wait a little bit before we build one of those. Let's let Elfwin construct this first. Mickey D. Now, if I look at these guys, there's something else, yeah, which is new, which I already talked about, and I don't think I've mentioned it so far in this recording. Obviously, the ones that were lost, I did talk about it. Anyway, there's this cool new thing where you can change how your characters react to nearby enemies when the characters are not selected for military duties. So you just click on this little icon down here, and you can choose between flee, so they run away, ignore, they're not really bothered, or attack. I like to set them to attack because if anyone drops right in here and I haven't noticed it, then they're just going to start fighting, and you know, that's probably for the best. I might change it later on. I don't quite know what the impact of it will be yet, so I'm not going to worry too much. But I like all the changes so far that's on this game. It looks damn awesome, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. And playing on the same skill level as I'm playing my latest Alpha 12D playthrough should test me just a little bit. Now, they're going to need beds. You know what? I can build beds now. Let's just build some wooden beds. There we go. Now, I did do a little practice playthrough of Alpha 13, and I started off with I think a boyfriend and girlfriend, and they wanted a double bed built. And if you don't build the double bed, then they kind of get annoyed, and it, you know, debuffs them, get in their needs thing where it's got their mood. You have like negative, negative mood. So yeah, it's kind of cool in that respect. And occasionally characters just decide to throw parties, which, you know, if characters don't go to the party, then they can get annoyed and a bit upset and stuff like that. So yeah, I like the new relationships thing. There is also like, I think, creatures living underground. If I read it correctly or remember it correctly, there's like insect hives. And there's also some new diseases they can get as well. There's a whole bunch of new stuff, and I'm hoping we'll come across a lot of it as we play through. Ooh, a steam geyser. Lovely. Keep an eye here, just making sure we got enough components and everything. I think we're going to need to mine for some steel before long. So, luckily there's some right here. That'll come in handy, and there too. Okay, how are we doing? Where's Elfwin going? Hauling steel. Lovely! Bring it home, my man. Okay, what else have we got? So it's not a bad start so far. This will be... It's really well defended, I think. Eventually, later on, I guess some of the enemies will try and mine through here and get through. That's quite a small amount for them to mine through. Apart from that, we're in quite a secluded spot. Maybe enemies will come in and they won't even know we're here. Aha! That would be good. Alright, Hobo is planting furiously. Good man. I think we've now got time to do some more planting. So, what do we want? Ooh, some visitors. Let me just pause here. What do we want? We want... I think Zeridium's been changed to heal root now. It basically does the same thing as Zeridium. Maybe some more strawberries because they grow fast. And I think I will plant some heal root just in case we run out of medicine. Yeah, now we've got visitors. I don't think this was in Alpha 12D. You can now trade with them. So let's jump to the location of these traders. Now, if I select one of my characters, like Hobo, for example, I can get him to trade with these guys somehow. How do I do that? Oh, look, here's the new social thing. You can see how they're getting on. Had a nice chat with Elfwin. Had a nice chat with Mickey D. Cool. Yeah, it's because there's more than one character here. Alright, well, maybe when they get a bit closer, we can go and talk to them, do a bit of trading. You never know. Okay, how's our power supply going? So this door is now powered. Need meal source. Yeah, we need crops to grow first. Hey, there's some here already. Berries. That's good. So, before they eat those, I'm going to go in to put down my nutrient paste dispenser, which I'll put right there. Put a couple of hops in there. And, yeah, that's going to need to be powered. So, let's run the power cable inside our base. It's not ideal. What I am going to do is eventually just mine this bit here that I'm highlighting with my mouse and just build a wall, and then literally the power cable can just run underneath the wall. Probably do that off camera. But yeah, pretty neat stuff going on. We're going to need another door. Now, because of the nutrient paste dispenser is obviously holding food, this room actually needs to be really cold. So I might need to double door it or airlock it. I'm going to plan that off camera, I think. I just heard a cat meowing. Was that our Onyx? There he is. I can't believe we've got an Onyx. Which is kind of cool because it's new, but also not cool because you can't train it at all. Right, not a bad start. So let's just recap what we've got. We've got power cells or solar panels. We've got batteries. Little place to store our stuff. Not cooled yet, but everything in there looks alright. We've got loads of stuff mined out for the first plan for our base. Remember, we're going to have a kitchen here, dining room here, and nutrient paste dispenser here. General purpose room at the front. We've got crops planted, and we're doing blooming good. Alright, all we got to do is add some power to that turret, and job is a good one. Alright guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you're going to enjoy this playthrough. As I said, I am going to be running it alongside my Alpha 12D playthrough, as long as I can get the mods to run fine with this and that. I'm not going to be using mods for this playthrough anyway. But it does affect my previous playthrough. Thank you for watching, guys. Please leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more and want to help me decide on a schedule for releasing these, do let me know and get in touch. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Auf Wiedersehen.